So matey.
Hello everyone, welcome to a critically average adventure, and more specifically, welcome to Out the Cold, and it's the last game of the year! Woo, whoop, whoop,
Woo!
whoop, whoop. We are going to have a little break over Christmas and not do anything to do with Out the Cold or Beyond the Witchlight. We might do a few little happy little one-shots if people have got time. No, I think February, I think we started with this one. Was it February for this one? February.
Yeah, isn't that scary, guys? We've been playing together for nearly a year now. When did that happen?
Did you all not start? I thought you started well, yeah, it was definitely winter, but I thought because you all had like at least
We-
3 or 4 sessions before I joined, right?
yeah,
Oh, is it only 2? Gosh.
Yeah, you were into the caves, killed Nargothr, then...
yep, we'll be able to see from the Discord, won't we?
Yeah.
Like, if we scroll back far enough, we'll know when we started.
We didn't have the Discord at the beginning, if you remember. We had that later on. Someone else decided to... I think George set it up in the end. Sorry, anyway, talking about critically average and out the cold history. Oh, reminiscing, it's so lovely. We're going to have a little break and possibly do some one-shots, maybe play some different games. Maybe we could sort out what you're doing with that weird giant bug that you were driving around in Troika.
Oh, Troika! Yeah!
Which was absolutely nuts. So when we last saw our plucky group of adventurers, they had set out on a mission in their new TARDIS-like sled, drawn by the two bears, Bjorn and Espen, off into the ice wastes, trying to reach the towns where they'd see rumored was a lich, and also the old platinum mine that's out that way, owned by and the town of, now let me get this right, I've forgotten it. But anyway, towns out that way, out to the west. On their way, they wanted to stop off at a place where they had discovered some statues of the Sletneys, of Lady Sletney, in fact. And this revelation happened after they defeated the dragon. That you recognised Lady Sletney was the person carved into the rock 100 times. As they reached that point, they started hearing sea shanties. And a boat, using the snow as if it was the very sea, rose up in front of them, crashing up and through the statues, shattering them apart. And aboard it were a crew of evil skeletons, intent on destruction. Niala attempted to parley with them and then rook through a monk at the boat, and attacks were had. We ended up with, if I just go over to the Roll20 map now, so we can sort of re-establish where everybody is. We've got Nan. You are inside the bottom of the boat currently. With I'm just going to move
With Bishop.
Bishop over, which is actually Sin's token still. Did you send me a token? Diaz? You're on mute.
Every time.
Yes, a long time ago. I think just 5 minutes after you asked for them, I sent 12 of them.
Okay, I shall go and get that token as we speak. Is it on the Discord, yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
How far back? I don't know.
Okay. Do you have it?
Probably like pretty far back with the whole RP thing.
Could you just drop it for me again, and I'll pop it into the thing, so we'll swap that over in a second.
Uh-oh. I don't even know if I have it on here anymore. But yes, I'll look for it.
And then up on the
Well-oiled machine.
up on the front deck, we have Niala on the prow. We have Arden surrounded by a set of skeletones beating him. A lot of them are prone, though. He has punched them a lot, and they have fallen down. Beneath, hanging by a chain, underneath by rope underneath the boat. By part of tattered rigging is Maruk, being dragged along, arse scraping along the snow as this boat kind of careers towards the city of Kakanzax, where they will reap some true bounty and booty, as Rick scrapes his booty. Yes, so that's where we come into the game at the top of the round. If you also remember, part of the boat contains squealing cannons of sorts that, when slapped, projectile things across the boat, Arden fired at the deck, as in Star Wars when Luke points the gun at the deck of Jabba's palace ship. Although Luke's aim was to drop the anchor, and the whole boat started pivoting on that axis. So as we kind of come into this round, that anchor has gripped truly in the ice, and the whole deck is starting to tilt and turn like this on that back corner. I'd like you all to make some dex saves, please. Apart from Rook, because Rook is now nearly standing more upright.
Uh-oh.
As Rook's as the boat tilts like this and Rook's hanging down the side, we're going like this.
Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? I'm still trying to figure out whether what I've done has been a good decision
and 20.
or bad.
20.
Yes.
Splendid.
You said dex save, right?
Yes, dex save.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Done.
18 for me.
Yes. You're there.
22.
Yes, you're there.
Oh.
And man.
Sorry, I thought it was coming up in roll 20. It's not. I also rolled an 18, so I got 24.
Flipping heck, your sea legs are on, everybody. You all manage to maintain your balance as the boat starts to rock and shift. The skeletons that are prone at this point begin to slide this way.
Oh boy.
This one drops off into the snow.
Sploosh.
And is kind of churned up in that the bow wave that is created by this the boat, and is splat. The other two,
Oh god.
are
Straight
okay.
at me.
This one is what does he do? He's he doesn't fall. One of these goes prone. What were we using for prone? The little picture of the guy with the arrows in his back, weren't we? This one. Yeah. And the captain actually loses his sea legs and falls, trying to hang on to the wheel. That's where we come into the beginning of the round. Oh, and these slid this way. They can't slide past you. It is.
Did you kind of bumped into me?
Yeah, kind of like pushed up into your legs. That's part of your deck save, to not fall on top of the skeleton and kind of go sliding off. Oh no, these weren't prone. These ones, no, they're fine.
Yeah, they weren't.
No, they're fine. They're standing there. They
I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen like you can see what I'm pointing at.
Yeah. I know you end up doing that with Roll20. You got to do the ping. The ping.
Yeah, I know. Oh dear.
So the captain on their turn is going to. Oh no, he didn't go prone because he has advantage on anything. Oh no, he did go prone because he rolled crap on his advantage.
So he's going to stand up.
Yeah, he's going to stand up. And the thing you notice is, again, all of you, is when the captain's grip for the moment is loosened on the wheel, the sails lose the wind and go like a little bit limp. But as soon as he puts his hands back on it, the sails are full of wind, and you are being pulled along at a fair rate. Nan, it is your. Are you going to do anything else? No, that's it. It's Nan's go.
Okay. So
You're in quite a dark.
there's all these cages around, right?
Yeah. Bishop had opened two.
Right.
There were 6 cages, I think.
Do we kind of hear? Sorry.
We did called you like kind of scream. In fact.
Yeah, I think I remember last session that we played this game. I think I asked towards the end, like, do we hear like?
Arden had called out to Rook
Yeah, yells and yeah.
because he doesn't know where you two have gone, so you do fall off the edge, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, if I hear that, or if I've heard like screams and not good noises of my friends, I think these cages are not
A priority.
yeah, a priority. Thank you. Can I see a way up anywhere? I'm looking around frantically, like.
So you see the way of ingress, which is through the side of the hull. You see the cages are kind of there's 3 either side. At the end of this space, there is barrels and crates and storage type things, and then there is a narrow plank stair that leads up to a higher deck. You think?
I'm gonna peg it up the stairs. I haven't used the phrase peg it for a while.
You've triggered your extra movement from your bow as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I think I've got 50 feet. Yeah, it's
So
still on my character
it's
sheet.
about
50 feet
20
of movement.
feet to here. 10, we'll say 10 foot.
Sorry, gotta go fast.
So 30
Do
feet
I
to that point.
Reach the top. You're
Yeah.
muted, Pete.
That's 30 feet to that point. At the
That's
top of the
mute. You're mute.
Oh,
DM.
Sorry.
Can't-
I'm eating Chris.
Charades at this point for DMing.
You are about 30 feet at that point there.
Oh, okay. So I've used 30 feet of my movement to get there. Right. Okay. There's lots of skeletons around, but I think I'm going to turn around towards maybe where I heard my friends. And I am going to do a bow attack on the one probably closest to Arden and Nyala. That's a skeleton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a skeleton. Okay, so I'm going to attack that one first and see whether it hits. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, 19, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. Okay, cool. I do 5 damage. And before I do my second attack, I'm going to do Hunter's Mark on one of them with my bonus action, remembering that I should do that. Hunter's Mark. Let's cast it first level.
So is it this one you're pinging it, Eric?
This one.
Okay,
the one that's underneath Arden's portrait. The one that Arden is standing on top of.
Would it not have cover from the other one, from where you are?
Even with the roll, it would only be like 2+ on the AC, and she rolled.
Oh yeah, so it would just She's a good shot. She knows what she's doing.
So I've also hunters marked this one, and I'm going to go for it again. If it's still standing. With sorry?
It is still standing, yeah.
Okay. Second attack then. Let's see whether it hits. 23.
Yeah.
Pow, pow. That's a better roll. 10 damage that time.
Lovely.
Is he looking?
Definitely chipped and blooded scraps of the well, not blooded because they don't have blood because they're skeletons. So chipped, you would say.
Piercing damage doesn't do as much damage to a skeleton though, does it? So I don't think Nan knows that, but Errol maybe does.
I can't remember. I know
Is that-
bludgeoning
Like arrows
damage does
with the
more,
fist
but I
on the
don't know
end.
that.
Sorry.
For bludgeoning damage.
You put a fist on the end of it, like snowballs.
Yeah. I should
Take,
have
just take just the tips off.
What's that?
Okay.
Boxing.
Anyway, that's me done.
Yeah, Acme arrows. Niala.
Let's see. Because now, what I wanted to do was actually to do a fireball to help Arden getting out of this tricky situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I can do this because Nan is here now. And if I have to cast the spell, that means she would get in too. So I definitely don't want this.
Mm-hmm. Are you doing firebolt? Or did you say
I wanted to use fireball, but for now,
fireball or firebolt? Though.
before I wanted to do fireball,
Okay.
but for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my movement and go about in melee with the skeleton before me
Mm-hmm.
and do shocking grasp.
Okay.
So let me just.
Is this the first time you've gone into melee, Niala?
Yes, kinda. 17?
17. Yeah.
Does
you're
it
there.
hit?
At least.
It-
More.
It hit?
Mm-hmm. It's a hit.
Okay. And with this, you take 6 lightning damage, and you can't take reaction until the start of the next turn.
Aha! Very good.
No
Very
opportunity
good.
attacks.
Good.
So with the rest of my movement, I am going to actually move away from it.
Yeah.
And let me just see how much it is.
I've tased it and ran away.
You've moved
That's my
5
job.
foot.
So I have about 25.
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, that would be.
Yeah. You can get
Yeah,
out of the
would
way.
be-
Maybe if you were better at your job, Arden, Niala wouldn't need to do it.
Wizards can do everybody's job.
Excuse me. Which piece are you playing there, Baruch? That sounded a hell of a lot like a little lion friend we know.
It did. It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I need the other one.
Yeah, because the barbarian tank is definitely doing his job. He's not even on the ship.
He's hanging off the side.
Wow.
For all you
shots
know,
fired.
I could be doing some sort of magical plan.
He's a barbarian.
Barbarian.
As a
Shut up.
barbarian.
Shut up.
So,
Anyway.
Niala, any bonus action that you would like to take?
Actually, yes. Before I'm going. Actually, I just totally forgot about this. I'm going to go behind. So the skeleton. and I am going to use my telekinetic shove
Yeah.
to kind of push away the skeleton in front of me to the side of Arden in order to make it
This one.
this one, in order to make it go aboard.
Okay, which way?
So-
Towards here, you're thinking?
Yes.
On the right diagonal.
Yeah. So can you roll me a strength save,
I
please?
can indeed. 16.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the save is a 15. So,
Yeah,
and using the rest
so
of my movement to go here.
Yeah, you put your hands upon this creature and it like radiates with with this lightning damage through its body. It kind of holds its own as you try and then shove it forwards off the edge of the deck, still sort of engaged with Arden there. Rook, you're
With me. I don't have some masterful plan. I won't lie. Can I kind of try and pull myself?
Yeah, we were doing
Back up on the deck.
We were doing some athletics checks to see how quickly you do that. So I'd have an athletics off you, please.
Of course. Where's my- Did I rage?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
So would I have advantage on this?
Oh, hold on. Have you got a turn without attacking anything though?
Hmm.
Because if that happens, you lose your rage, don't you?
It's attacking or taking damage. I can't remember.
You took some
Yeah.
full damage, I think,
Yeah.
so it would keep your rage on.
There we go.
As
Sweet.
I can't remember how you ended up back off the boat, though, actually, but you did.
Because when I shot the anchor, you
Yeah.
said it swerved,
Mm.
so everybody had to make a saving throw at that point.
That was
I failed,
fell
fell
off.
off. But because Arden had tied a rope to me, I was fine.
Yeah, he's
So-
attached to a cannon by
Yeah.
a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Thanks, Boo.
It's all right.
So the
no, actually, what am I talking about? You wouldn't need to make an athletics because you're now nearly like the angle is like this now.
Weren't you halfway up the
Yeah.
boat
I
anyway?
feel like I might have been.
I think you used your last turn to climb halfway up the boat.
It's been a long 3 weeks.
I'm pretty sure you're halfway up the boat.
Because it's leaning. You've got another 5 foot to get walk over this edge, and then you're on the slope going down towards the things. So you've got
Well, I mean, I've got a 24 on my athletics
okay,
anyway.
You're there. Yeah, so you can get up to those skeletons. You can get up onto the
Yay.
deck. Move where you wish to move.
I'm going to smash them in the back.
Okay, so you get
And I'm
advantage
gonna-
on the roll with the one that is with Arden.
Because you're in flanking.
But also you would get it because you are ranged.
And I'm also doing reckless.
There we go. So
Well, you don't need to do reckless. That way you don't get the
I
advantage
know,
on
but
you.
I like reckless.
Fair enough.
Reckless is fun.
Fair enough.
It's very fun. So that is a 22.
yes.
So that is 9 plus 2, 11 plus my divine. No, it's not an advantage for that. No, we'll roll that. 11, 16. Oh no, 19 damage.
You kind of pull yourself up over the edge, charge down the deck, and bring up Captain Smashy in a whirling arc, and it's straight through. It's like
Nice.
that one that had been harrying you, Arden, kind of fizzed with electric as Nyala ran past, and now is basically isn't there anymore. There is just there's a kind of bone dust in the air, and that is all that's left of this guy in front. You have another attack, I believe.
Yes, I'm going to go for the one next to him.
Yeah, okay, go for that. Thank you.
Even more advantage. We love advantage because we bloody need it. They were both the same. Yeah, they were both exactly the same. 14.
14 is no. Swing and
Oh.
miss.
That's, that's not fun.
Uh-oh.
Damn
Do I
it, Brooke.
have anything else? That's all I got. That's all I got.
You have one job.
I just went. Just missed.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? Move,
That's all I got. Yeah,
actions, 2 actions indeed.
that's all I got.
Okay, a lovely job. We are going to go to. It's sadly it's this little fellow's turn. The last one of this kind is going to take its turn. It is going to. Which one would it go for? It's been harrying, and it wouldn't probably notice the miss attack, so it's going to go for Arden. So it is going to try and get Arden. It is going to do its multi.
Doesn't have advantage anymore because I'm not flanked and I'm not
No,
prone.
no, you're not. It just has a straight roll. So, but it has lots of attacks. So, 15.
Nope.
Definitely
I would.
not.
Um,
I think this is mostly.
Yeah.
when the one that is closest to me attacks Arden, I would like to use my sentinel attack
Okay.
as a reaction.
Okay.
Oh.
So it only gets a hit on the last one, I think, with 19.
Nope.
No.
I have an AC of 20.
Yeah, so it's swinging this kind of morning star on a chain round and round and round, and just
Whoa.
can't seem to get a bead on you. It just keeps swinging by and missing. And Rook,
Doing
you
that
see
TikTok challenge with the swinging water bottle.
this. Yeah, Rook, you can do your business.
Smashy smash. I believe it's just normal though.
Yeah, you just normal roll. No bad.
Yeah. 17.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Damn.
10, 12. Would I get my Divine Fury because it's not in my turn?
No,
No.
Attack of op. It works like a
Yeah.
action. Just kind of works a bit like an attack of op. It's just your base
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah. So it's 12 Damaggio. Bludgeoning.
Lovely.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning, ning. Yeah. Okay. We are through to. That's all that they are left of those. So Bishop, it is your go. Tell me what you do. You're down in the deck. You've released 2 people.
Yeah, I'll do what I did before and try to break the locks and get 2 more people out.
Yeah, cool. Give us those attack rolls on those locks.
The white line.
One's a 18 and the other one is a 19.
Yeah, smashed off. And yeah, we're not gonna. You hit, so yeah, they're off. The locks are off. They don't have much strength. They're quite rusted. Everything on this boat is in a sort of strange state of like suspended animation, like it's rusty and falling apart, and there's holes in the deck here and there, and yeah, it's as though this place is kind of frozen in time, as it were. So yeah, 2 creatures climb out, an elf and a halfling.
Next. Do I know any of those languages? That's a good question. But yeah, that's it for my turn.
That's
or
your
like I
action.
will walk to the other 2 and then prepare.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. You're just in hostage freeing mode underneath the decks.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Up above, this one it does the stand up. No, it doesn't die. It does the stand up.
Stands up and just trips
Stands
over.
up and just dies. Like, oh, I've had enough of this.
Had to go. Oh no.
Let's have a little measure of some ranges. Let's go. Okay.
They see me because there is
They're up on a raised deck. There's stairs here. Oh, well, I think there are stairs that rise up here and here. That give you a look over this thing. So this one's probably going to roll at. I'm going to roll at disadvantage with +2. So okay. Miss. Nan. This one's throwing pelting stuff at Nan. AC 15. No. Yeah. One axe flies towards you, Nan, and you take 6 slashing damage as an axe collides with you. The other two see Nyala.
yeah.
Which one to hit? 13.
Please be nice.
No, afraid not.
He just desperately wants to at least get one of us down. He hasn't done it in so long. He wants someone to go down.
I mean, if I go down, Arden would probably lose his shit.
We'll see what happens.
If he doesn't go down.
19.
Please tell me you've got a reaction shield, or that not even cover you.
Just, do I have a reaction? I have a shield, but
Would it even cover that?
It would
No.
cover one attack. It would negate one attack.
No, it covers her whole turn, but it's whether the +5 would cover a 19 or not.
I have a 13 for armor. So if I do
Damn.
a shield,
Yeah,
it would only
it'd be a
cover
waste.
until a 18.
Yeah, no, it's a
Two of
waste.
the strikes were 18s on the dice without any plus.
Damn.
Oh,
Nyala's going down.
yeah.
Okay, so Nyala drops
How much damage was that anyway?
at 19.
19 damage.
Is that all together, or is it because otherwise it would be a death save throw on the second if it takes her past 10. If she goes down to 0 on the first one, the second one would be 2 automatic death saves.
I just combined it as one attack. They threw them so quickly rather than throwing them individually, because as soon as they were down, they wouldn't keep throwing.
Okay.
They wouldn't.
Isn't 19 like your max HP anyway? Because you're a wizard.
She's
No.
got more. She's got more than that.
I got more than that. My max HP is actually 44.
Oh, that's actually not bad, I think.
Not bad for a wizard.
She's almost got as much HP as I do.
Okay, so
What do you have?
this one is going
5.
Oh,
This one is going to run up.
She's a pretty beefy wizard, to be honest.
yeah. Holy shit.
I got a constitution of 16.
Yes.
And then this one is going to try to hit Nan with a better line of sight now. No. Oh, yes. So that one is 3, 6, 12 slashing damage.
Wait, DM.
Yeah.
I totally forgot I have this. I actually have a reaction. When a creature I can see within 30 feet of me attack me, I can use my reaction to divert to another creature within the attack range.
They aren't within.
Just
30.
have to make a wisdom saving throw.
They aren't within 30 feet.
They're like 40 something.
They're like.
Oh fuck!
They're
5 feet away.
Ah.
Nice try though.
Yeah.
Don't forget that in the future.
Yeah. Did you get that, Nan?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I took the damage off of my HP. Yeah, I certainly did.
Lovely.
We're getting butchered, guys.
We are. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Okay.
I'm doing great.
It is now.
This is Pete's way of ending the campaign, just killing us all. See, guys.
Yeah, the kid that was so much of our bullshit. He's like, I might as well just kill them. Start over.
Get a new group. Fuck these guys.
Ruined every single plan I ever had. I'm done.
These guys are going to stand.
God damn.
They might not kill us. They might just take us prisoner.
Insatiable.
Oh, they took everybody else prisoner, yeah.
Creatures that they are. And they, they kind of, they're going to split off.
Look, the important thing is that our polar bears got away.
They did.
The important thing.
So this is going to be a miss at Arden. Second one hit for 4 slashing damage.
Is Arden on 1
Okay.
HP?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You sure?
I'm good. All right.
And then
I think.
That's
See
a
ya.
miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. And that's a nat 1. Okay, so do you want to roll me, Rook, some percentiles, please? See what happens to this fella here, please.
It's the one, yeah?
Yeah, 1 set of percentiles, yeah. Is nat 1. I like to make my players see what fate becomes of them.
93.
Oh, that's got to be bad, isn't it?
I'm hoping so.
So
Because Lord knows we could do, we could use like some good luck right now. We are gonna die otherwise.
okay, so
I'll say this.
he swings to get you, but over swings. He hits his mate for how many damage does he do? And his mate is now like looking stunned as well.
Excellent.
As he swings and misses and whacks his mate in the face with an axe to the face. In fact, I'd like to have it that the axe is like embedded in the skull, in the face, and like the other one is trying to wrestle it free from his own face. As this axe is embedded, he's like. That's how he's stunned for the round because he's wrestling with this axe in the face. That is their turn. Arden. What the heck are you going to do?
Fucking good question, right? I need to get Nyala up. How to get Nyala up?
You would have seen Nan, like, if Nyala dropped, Nan would not be aiming her bow and will be heading there immediately.
I'm just concerned about Nan as well because there are 2 behind you.
That is, yeah. Well, you've got 1 in front of you, and you definitely have a good idea that Nan is going to beeline to the kitty.
Save the kitty.
So I'm just reading some spells to see the combination of things I can do. Okay. Right. I see Nan. I see the two behind her.
Yeah.
And I see Nyala down.
Yeah. You also see Rook charging down this like angled deck now towards you, smashing one into powder. You think like, what do you think? You tell me what.
Okay. I have a plan. I'm gonna. Oh, wrong thing. I'm going to run around this dude, do a sweet kick flip off the side of the thing as I run around. They will get an opportunity of attack on me, these
Which one are
two,
you
as
running
I've run
round?
past them.
Can you move your
So
piece?
this one and this one will probably get opportunity of attack on me as I run around them.
Okay, where are you running around? Let me see.
I'm running to Nan.
Yeah, show me where you're as you
Actually-
run around. Can you show me
Actually,
the
but
path with an arrow?
hold on. Let me just make sure I've got enough movement speed. I think I do. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
you can disengage as a bonus action.
No, I don't want to do that. I need my bonus action. 10,
Okay.
30. Okay, cool. I've got enough speed. Right. I'm going to run past these dudes
Okay. Yep.
to Nyala.
Swing.
So so each of them get a swing. Hopefully it doesn't kill me.
No. And no, 19. Shit, nearly.
Okay, spare the dying on Nyala.
Okay.
Boom.
You could heal me.
There is
No. I'm relying on Nan to do that.
breath in your lungs. Spare the dying.
I've got to keep thinking. Like if I heal you and get you back up, they can just knock you back down again. So I'm thinking action economy here. I'm trying not to be meta about it.
You do know.
And then
You
going
do
to-
know also that I have potions on me. I have 2 potions of healing.
Yes, don't worry, Nan. We'll get to you. All right. Rook's got them distracted over here. I'm then going to jump over to Nan,
Yeah.
seeing that she's a bit beaten up as well. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Nan.
Yeah. Nice.
So you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Spell doesn't protect the warded creature from an area effect, such as explosions or a fireball. The warded creature makes an attack casts a spell that affects an enemy or deals damage to another creature. Spell ends. Basically, every time something tries to attack you, it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Juicy.
So hopefully that means you can. But basically, they can't attack you without making a save.
Okay, so that's your movement, your action, your bonus action.
But you can't attack them for now. I have a bit more movement, so. How much movement have I used? Did I use
40, I think it was. Was it? You went up. 10,
So-
5,
10 down to
25.
15, 25, 35.
Yeah.
I could get a cannon. I wouldn't be able to fire it, but I'm on it.
Or you could go under the deck. Like, at least then you won't go down next round.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, can I run under the deck and ask Bishop for help?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run under the deck.
Lean on one of that?
No, you could just drop down.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
well,
I-
yeah.
Take cover. You would, as you drop down into this hole, you would
But
see.
if I drop down into the deck, do I see Bishop?
Yeah, it's quite dark.
Okay.
But from where you've come, what you do notice is heat, Arden, as you drop down, the increase in the temperature. You remember that Nyala set up quite a lot of the boat on fire.
On
Oh,
fire.
wouldn't this guy up here have been taking fire damage?
The one in the middle,
Yeah.
he's literally just there for a marker because I couldn't get it to center on a space without a token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So this
it's
guy
gone.
is
Yeah, it's
down.
toast. Yeah, it's toast.
Okay. Sweet. Cool. Awesome. Yep. So I dropped down into the deck. I see.
Yeah, small corridor
Just like-
ahead of you, heading towards the prow of the boat. You see in there is a human, a dark elf, an elf, and a halfling, and bishop.
I just go. We need all the help we can get up there right now.
Okay,
That's my turn.
that is your turn. As you run down into the lower deck, you can now everyone hear. This is when the boat takes its turn, basically as well. The boat is like turning on its side. We need to see if the anchor snaps. The anchor
Hope it
doesn't
does.
snap.
James.
So the boat begins to turn more on its side. So everybody on deck, deck saving throws, please.
Even for me.
No, you don't because you are stable, but you will just slide. So Rook and Nan.
What would I slide?
So is it an effect that I can see?
Yeah,
Happening.
This is
Yeah.
happening. Yeah, all around.
Nice. We love advantage. Got so much advantage tonight. It's great. And God
Can I-
knows I need it.
Can I point out? Was it Nan, Nyala, and Bishop that still have a +3? It's 4
Because they've got bless.
saving throws, attack rolls. It's not bless, but it's like bless.
Yeah, it's your version of bless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Monkish version.
Yeah, they get a D4 to attack roll, ability checks, and saving throws.
So
I got a 16.
16, you're all right. You grip.
I got a 22.
Oh, you're gripping on.
I do a little bunny hop. You know, like when to equalize like slant, you jump.
Yeah. I like it. And you see, I'm gonna give you, because that's so close. You start seeing the body of Nyala slide past you. I just want to put something in here to kind of give you the opportunity to maybe use your reaction here.
A reaction to grab her?
Yeah,
Or-
something like that. I think that would be an ideal thing. You'd probably have to throw yourself prone to kind of grab her and like lay down on the ground to kind of stop her from sliding off the edge of the boat.
Yeah. I
Or-
can't think of a cooler way than that. But yeah, I think
you tell
that's
me if you've got an idea.
Well, if Arden is sort of near me,
Yeah,
or have you gone all the way down?
drop.
I didn't have enough movement to go all the way down. I had like 15 feet.
I think you could have just stood over the stairs and kind of dropped down into like
Yeah.
maybe your
So
head
I'd
is
be
below
the-
deck level like this.
Yeah, just like at the bottom of the stairs.
I think if not, so if Arden's sort of like grabbable there,
Yeah,
instead of doing the bunny hop, I think what I do is one arm reaches out for Nyala to kind of, as she goes past, and I also grab like Arden to like not have Nyala's momentum pull me
Okay.
too much.
So it's
You're
like
a
a busy
daisy
chain
chain.
as this whole boat like shifts onto its side pretty much.
Yeah, I jumped down and immediately get jerked back.
Can I do a grab and a sort of spin so that Nyala sort of comes down the stair. She's sort of sweet.
Oh,
Anyway.
so you're like
Do you
doing
know
like,
what I mean? Like,
yeah, like a
if you
trick shot
start-
in pool or something like that.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
like,
We all just land at the bottom of the stairs. Nyala sandwiched between Arden and
yeah,
Nyala.
because that sounds
They're
so
just-
awesome.
My
So
hips.
yeah, like you can see you can hear the captain
I'm going
cry
to
out.
aim her towards Arden.
Yeah, you can hear the captain cry out, Nan, as he's trying to wrestle this boat back from the mooring. And he's like, ah, and the whole thing tilts. Nyala starts sliding. You reach out, you grab Nyala with one hand, you look down, and there's Arden beneath deck. You grab and you kind of use that momentum. You feel your arm pull, and you feel like the joint straining. You might not just be able to hold on, and you swing Nyala back up, managing to get her into the sort of now perpendicular deck. So the stairs run this way, the deck's this way. Everyone inside is now thrown against the walls of the cages. The whole boat tilts on its side. The skeleton's on top. This one,
The boat is on its side.
yeah,
Like the whole ship is.
thing is on its side now. So
God damn. So Rook's the only one up on deck. All the rest of us have gone inside, which is probably a good idea to bottleneck them.
These pile off and smash into the snow. The captain
has
falls,
drift.
but grabs on at the last moment.
That one's better.
It is the captain's turn on this boat of absolute destruction. Flames are now beginning, as the tilted boat, the flames have now got more wood to eat, because the flame was set on the top deck of the boat. The flames are now raging up from beneath, basically, from the bottom up through this tinder dried husk of a pirate ship. The flames start burning up through the bottoms of the deck. As it shatters, it gives like fresh splinters of wood. These are like fire lighters to this fire and start igniting up. There are two people in cages starting to slowly burn to death in the base of this ship. It is the captain's turn. The captain will swing themselves back up onto the boat with a sea legs. 19 from a waterborne vehicle. Yeah, cool. He's up and he's like on this tilting deck. He kind of like starts running along the part here. Where's the movement on this one? Let me see what movement he can do. He has 20-foot climb. Okay, so he's gonna go 30.
Capsize the fucking pirate ship, guys.
Yeah, he's gonna dash to try and get up to you folks, basically, and start attacking you, as all of his shipmates have been tossed clean overboard. So he's running along like the side of the boat, like where the cannons would stick out.
The railing.
Yeah, like the railing, like the railing, the side of the boat. He's running along those as cannonballs and things pummel into the ground below. He does have to run through the fire. Can someone roll me? Is it D6 fire damage? Yeah. Nyala, you did the spell. Give me some damage on this captain.
D6. D6. Okay. If Beyond would like to actually react.
Sorry,
Do
you're
what I
really
do.
quiet, Celia, all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Is it better?
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Okay, so a D6.
Yes, please.
The
Furious,
Beyond's a bit
he's
slow for me. And you take 4 fire damage.
Like charging through the flames, this pirate captain, clothes catching on fire, just bellowing like an incomprehensible roar, charging along like his burning ship that he swore that he had in his heart that he was going to plunder the lands of Frohast. Nan, it's your go. In one hand, because I'm imagining you have had to drop your bow and your arrow that you would knock. You have you're just about to let go of the hands. Tell me what you do.
Sorry, I lost the unmute button there off the side of the screen. Okay, so I am holding Nyala already in some way.
The hand still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm already touching Nyala, I'm going to cure wounds.
Oh yeah.
Second level. Pow. Let's roll those dice. Please be good. Oh, I've got an 8 on one of them. 13 hit points. You get.
Yeah. So, Nyala, you come to. You feel a great heat beneath you. You see Nan's holding your hand, and she's also holding Arden's hand in the other hand. You're now inside of the boat. You see that there are cages. You see Bishop kind of like tumbled in a corner. You would probably be prone, Bishop, at this point because you've been chucked around inside. Yeah. That's what you see inside. What else would you like to do with your turn then? That's your
my action.
Yeah.
My actione. I hang on a sec. Oh, let me read this really quickly. Oops. Okay, bonus actions. What do I have? The only other thing that I can do as a bonus action. Oh no, wait, I've got other things that I can do. Sorry, getting refamiliarizing self with character. It seems I am probably going to. So Nyala and Arden are sort of. Is Nyala still visible, or she like going down? Is she coming down like the stairs? Okay, so she's not like got like these skellies don't have clear line of sight.
There's like
Nyala or Arden.
If this is the
okay,
box of the hole that like goes down the stairs, this is the vision that they've got. You're all inside this.
Okay, cool.
Drop.
I presume I'm the most visible.
You were probably last in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
You're gonna get some serious cover though, because you're like kind of dropping down the stairs.
Yeah. I feel like I should use my charged shot ready for next time, but I've neglected to remember what charged shot actually does. I think that's what let me just find my thingy in my folder. Ah, there it is.
Just keep in mind if you cause any damage, then you lose sanctuary.
Yeah, it won't be this round that I cause any damage. Oh,
okay.
Legend tea.
Chai tea.
Oh.
The god of tea I bring you.
Chai is just the best.
You can use a bonus action at the end of your turn to start charging the bow with arcane energy. The next attack you make with this bow on
I do force damage as well. If I successfully hit.
3d6.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to charge my next shot, and I'm gonna start aiming at this captain.
Cool. With like kind of like half body out, like.
Yeah, he could.
You'd actually kind of be laying now because of the direction of the thing. You could be like laying.
Well, you let me know if that is too much. If I've had to drop my bow, I might have to use my bonus action to just pick my bow up. It's up to you, DM.
Your free interaction with an object, your free action to pick it up. Because you're not having to draw it.
No.
You're having to pick it up. So you can.
I sort of grasp it, charge it, get ready to shoot next time.
That's all part of your action for next time.
Excellent. So, is
Rook, quite how are you standing on this boat?
so it's literally like that, isn't it?
Yeah, we're at nearly like 90 degrees to the ground. Can it? It's your bugbear. It's your.
Yep.
It's the beast
Yep.
thing again. It's like
Yep.
literally.
It's like my claws on my feet are literally just digging into the wood. So this one here, is he still there or has he fallen off?
Sorry, let me just get back to the map. I'm on a different screen.
This
So,
one.
Which one? Where? Ping again.
This one pinging.
Oh,
You
did that
need
one-
spider climb when you're a bugbear.
Let me roll that one. I've forgotten
Well,
whether
When
roll
you
a
are,
four, guys.
when you are in fact any kind of animal race, because we have claws.
I'm going to say that one's fallen to the railing, but not off.
Excellent. So I'm going to, using my beast feet, is what we're going to call them. I would like to make my way over to this lovely laddie here.
Oh, yeah.
And swing for his head.
Go. Give me some of that damage rolls.
Recklessly. Oh, okay. So that is 25.
Yes.
Did we not roll like this when we were fighting the dragon?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8. Normal roll.
Some good old punching going on here. Some good old fashioned smashy.
16. So it's 8 bludgeoning damage, 8 radiant damage.
So 19. Yeah. So did you say?
19.
Sorry, say again.
Times 8.
No, so 8 radiant damage and 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to swing again.
Yeah.
Which is a 23.
Yeah, it's on.
And then that is 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. This guy is really like taking these blows to him, and you can see that the leather armor beneath the kind of pirate clothes is taking some scrapes, definitely, in this moment. Then, if that is your turn,
Yeah, that's me.
cool. This one is going to kind of run along this way.
Did you miss my turn, DM?
Oh, I did, nearly. Yeah, sorry. Go on, you'll go. I was so excited to get Rook. I'll try to. Niala, you'll go. You wake up beneath the deck, kind of sandwiched in between Arden and Nan. You see that there are people inside cages. You feel the gradual heat building up inside this place.
As much as I like the two of you very much, I am not into that things. Also, get the fuck out of here! And she's just going to run on top of the stairs, lock eye contact with the captain that is currently with Rook. She's going to squint, like, you. And she's going to jump and activate like shocking grabs from a hand. And because the deck is tilted, just jump on the captain in order to
like land and take him off the deck, like like a kitty
Still
pounce
stealing
with
Nyala
lightning
again.
claws. Oh, I love this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say attack roll with advantage, please.
Okay.
She's got a +4 anyway, or plus a D4 to attack rolls.
It's just such an awesome thing to do. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
So that's naturally a 19. With the +4, it's going to be let me
Just
roll.
throwing it out there.
And with this is a 2, so this is a 21 to hit.
21. No.
No,
Wait,
it's not hitting.
No.
shield or something? Or has he got a reaction?
No, because my 23 was right on the money, wasn't it?
23 to hit. What a bastard!
But
Okay.
I'm gonna make him have to roll something. Like, so you're.
Was that with advantage as well, Niala?
Do you roll with advantage? Yeah.
Damn.
And well, I'm going to use my bonus action actually to kind of like shove it.
Yeah. You fall. You try and swipe the things, and then telekinetic. What's the strength?
It's a strength, and the DC is 15.
No. He doesn't make it.
Okay, so he's pulled 5 feet from me, so he would actually fall.
Yeah.
On
So
the ship.
you are yeah, so he's like running along. You're falling down towards him. Your hands charged with electric, like lightning energy, and he seems to just kind of shrug it off almost brashly. And then you're as you're in that moment as you're falling, you in that split second you think, I'm going to shove him, and then you shove this captain off. He tumbles over the railing, straight off, and then pummels into the snow. And it's at that point you hear a strange sound, like everybody, like
Uh-oh.
imagine like a rubber band being stretched,
Oh no. Oh
and
no,
then
I see what
the
you
rubber
mean.
band being like all the pressure being taken off that rubber band, and you start seeing the mast starts falling, the planks beneath your feet start falling, every single thing upon this deck, this ancient wooden vessel held together by some strange arcane magic, begins to tumble into fragments, into pieces, into shrapnel. You falling through the very deck itself, piles of wood tumbling down on top of you, crashing, roaring sounds and great gouts of fire as the burning of Niala's flames come through. There are bones, there are piles of bodies tumbling through, and that's where we're going to take a quick break for a minute.
Did I do this?
But these aren't on the ship anymore. The captain's not on the ship there because
There is no ship for the captain to be on if the captain's not on the ship, apparently.
My God.
You are now the captain of the ship.
Look at me. I am the captain
mean-
now.
part of the ship, part of the crew.
One thing that could be actually made Nyala very happy could be that one day she own a ship, actually.
I am the captain now.
And she's going to yell at Arden after because she pulled for
Punctuation of
Polly
cycle of
and he
things
just
not
burst.
I thought that was a bottle of rosé.
Yes, yes.
Smash it against your forehead.
Morrison's
when
own
it's
mixed berry crush. With lovely rosé.
I thought it was a bottle of rosé. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it very, very well could have been. It probably should have been, but it's not, unfortunately. I wish it was rosé.
Oh my
That
God,
was
I
awesome.
wish to, but no.
AC
Polly
of
is
23. We need to fuck this guy up.
Yeah.
So he fell off the edge, right?
Yeah, over the edge.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a. I'll send you the stat. It's a really cool stat, but then I've upgraded. It's a pirate captain stat, and then I've just upgraded to undead. So, gets the undead nature trait. So no sleep, no food. Resistance is to.
I just like kind of the image of the scenery of the thing. Like the captain just hold on to the ship and just run past us, get bunked by Rook,
Yeah.
and just
And then
out
out
of
of this little hole
nowhere, a
jumps a
fucking
kitty.
tabaxi
Yeah.
just jump on it in order to shock his face and just get repelled off the ship. Like, he got no chance.
The kill stealing kitty strikes again.
Rook's literally just there, like about to swing again, just.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like one of those things that you can't even see. It's so fast. It's like.
And then just gone. It's like, oh, okay.
Arden's still lying downstairs, like, ow.
You are in dire need, Arden. Dire need. Right. Okay. Everyone, take a break, have a wee and stuff if you need to. I'm just gonna.
The screen break.
Yeah, the screen break. I'm just
Screen
gonna do some mathematics.
I will be submitting this ethical review for
So,
research in the break time.
Me about ethics.
How's uni? What are you working on at the moment, Luke?
Oh God.
God, that's a big
What am I not working on is the answer. I've got 3 days on statistics. Is just.
Oh, are you programming in R?
No, we're using Jamovi.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's a new one. They've only started using it beginning at the end of last year.
Have they
It's
replaced
what
R with that?
Yeah, basically they're using Jamovi now, and basically it has all these inbuilt equations where you basically you program it with your variables, your independent variables, your parametric, all that. You put all the data in, and then it basically does your p-values for you, and
That's
all
good.
that stuff, and you're just like,
R
holy fuck!
No.
I mean, it's once I've got my head around it, it seems very easy to use.
Yeah.
I mean, it even does your IDR, but I just, yeah, my brain is just trying to take in so much this week. And then I've got a lab report due. I've got a lab report due in January. I've got a formative assignment due in February, and I've got a coaching reflective log due in 2 weeks.
Good grief.
Yeah, I've got a lot going on. This is just first year, and I'm like, wow.
PhDs are actually slightly like less work, maybe. Like they're less intense than degrees. Well, depending on the year that you're in, I suppose. There's less like accountability. No, what am I saying? You can get away with other things in PhDs. But yeah, good luck.
It's a lot more independent as well. PhD solely independent.
It sounds like you're doing good stuff.
It's engaging, just like it is enjoyable. It's just very long and a lot of information, like a lot of new terminology that I've never heard before.
Yeah,
like I feel like I'm catching because there's a lot of students, a lot of kids that have done psychology A level, and I haven't.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff that they've covered before that is brand new to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they'll just drop terminology where I'll be like, oh, what's that?
I think
are you making sure you're asking questions though, like when you
yeah. I'm probably one of the most vocal people in the class.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've found. Like when I was in education, like when I went back, when I've studied as an adult, the there's almost a shyness and a kind of a fear of feeling stupid, but that's the whole point, is you're there to learn, kind of thing. So like asking as many questions, and when you don't understand, say, I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, kind of thing, and being really brutally honest with your tutor or lecturer or whoever you're working with, the material.
Yeah.
And just be honest.
The issue with that is that some lecturers give a shit, some don't. They're like, well, if you don't understand, you need to go away and deal with that. And then some are like, yeah, sure, I'll give you 15 minutes to go over it again. So it really does depend on the subject. But my last assignment was in a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And I was shitting myself because we're using a program called Turnitin.
Okay.
It's basically a Dropbox, but it does the whole plagiarism scan. And it tells you, but not even just plagiarism, it does a percentage of similarity based on what you've written compared to other works, other students' works, other published works, and all that kind of stuff. And we don't use Harvard reference. We use the APA 7, which is the American Psychological Association edition. And we're the first year to use 7th edition. Only just about. And my similarity report, they say it's acceptable to have something up to 15%. Mine was less than 1%, which I was like, huh? So I was like, have I done this right? If it's less than 1%, and even the lecturers kind of pulled faces and were like, less than 1%. Like, how have you managed that? That's like, how? Because even if your referencing is perfect, even if your referencing is perfect, they're like, just in your natural writing, you will have something that sounds like is typed out.
Yeah,
even a sentence is similar to something else, even if you're paraphrasing. Anyway, I did the Turnitin report, and I was like, look, I haven't got a clue. I submitted it, and it came back, and I go, hey,
nice.
And they were, I just spoke to my tutor afterwards about the similarity report, and she was like, yeah, you just wrote, you wrote academically, and it like, because they say a lot of the trouble they have with first years is in the first and emotive language out, and making write academically and using scholarly language. They said you did that, but you also managed to retain some kind of personality in your writing, made it quite unique to read. Hence why it came back with a 1%, less than 1% similarity rating. One thing that probably would have made a difference is the only mistakes I made in my referencing was I put full stops in the wrong place. So when the thing scanned it for my referencing, because there was a full stop in the wrong place in the referencing, it didn't scan the reference.
Yeah.
So it didn't recognize it, which I thought was really weird, considering it can pick out like a few words here and there, but if you stop in the wrong place, it throws it off completely. Anyway, yeah, doesn't matter.
Sounds really nice.
But
are we ready to go back?
Yeah, it was really surprising.
Sorry.
I just want to ask Luke one more question.
Go on.
What are you studying? What's the next sort of subject?
So my formative assignment that I've got to submit at the moment is based on I'm basically doing a argument, and they've kind of given me free rein, saying I've got to come up with an argument of why emotional intelligence is beneficial. I've got to use 2 core pillars of psychology and evidence 3 bases from those core pillars in my argument of why I believe emotional intelligence is a benefit to them.
Sorry, I can't hear the end of what you're saying. Emotional intelligence is what now?
So how is emotional intelligence beneficial in relation to, and then I get to choose 2 pillars of psychology. Which
2 pillars of psychology, right.
Yeah, which is the 6 or 8 core pillars of psychology, and then I can draw on themes from those 2 pillars of psychology.
What are you choosing for your pillars?
It's a lot of freedom for this formative assignment, basically, as long as it's associated with emotional intelligence.
Get some
But
Jungian
at the
stuff in there,
moment,
that's always fun.
at the moment, my two pillars I'm going to focus on are cognitive and social. So then I can link the cognitive and the social psychology in with lots of behaviorist theories and encoding theories and memory retention theories and balance the whole, pick on themes of education but not to go too far into that pillar by using emotional intelligence, saying how people that are more emotionally intelligent based on this research, these theories, will thrive better in social environments and educational environments. Is
cool,
the
man.
argument of it.
Okay.
But I've got a lot of research to do. Anyway, sorry.
No, it's cool. Is everybody ready? Thanks, Luke, for sharing. That's really fascinating stuff that you're doing.
Yeah, I can't
you there?
give this describing it, but
That's all right. Diaz is gone for a bit, so carry on from it.
But,
there. Okay, there is an arm.
he's frozen.
Got a frozen Diaz. Okay. Well, we'll just hold on a second, just till we get video back on there before we go back in. Yeah.
Which is it's relatively engaging stuff. Always end up having debates because the thing I found with psychology is that there's all these people that have got theories, and it's always one end of the spectrum or the other, but it can never be both. And today I came across a theory in one particular angle that we were talking about where somebody was like, well, it can be both. And I was like, finally, somebody thinks it can be both. It doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both.
It's the bridging of stuff. That's why I always found sociology kind of more engaging rather than pure psychology. Pure psychology is trying to draw stuff that is so fluid in terms of individualities, because there's a million combinations of things, almost down to ones and zeros. It's trying to make the science of mind pure science by making things ones and zeros, whereas sociology works in kind of, I always found it more like in like waves and kind of far more fluid in its approach. I mean, there are people that kind of come up with core theories, but again, they're always available to bend and shift those parts. They're not so rigid in some way, I guess.
I mean, today we were in similarity to that. I'm glitching a bit, I think.
Yeah. Right.
We did a session on the basics of emotion, and the argument was that the name of the theories, there's different names of them, I can't remember the exact names, but the basis of it was, do you tremble because you are afraid, or are you afraid because you tremble? But then the third theory was, no, you're afraid and you tremble because of what you're cognitively seeing and perceiving, based on ingrained genetic memory and behaviorist learning, whether it's subconscious or conscious. That stuff is then informing your hypothalamus and your amygdala to create those reactions of theology of it.
It's about the nature nurture, going back to that kind of stuff then, isn't it? It's like the fear of falling as a child, and then the things of like seeing someone fall. Yeah, that kind of
that third theory is more to do with that, where the other two theories are literally like you have a physiological response thing, and then the emotion comes after. However, that theory was in 1922, which I thought was ridiculous considering that was post World War I. Surely they knew that was bullshit by then. And then the third theory was that you're afraid, so then your body shakes. But that kind of leads to the idea of that you should be able to learn to control those physical responses, where there's a lot of evidence to show that we're not actually in control of those things. They happen regardless of how aware you are of your emotions. You can't stop yourself from doing those things.
How does that work with things like shell shock and things like that, where you become sort of emotionally,
Well, that's a completely different form of encoding. So now you're starting to go down the form of trauma and PTSD, which is a very different type of compared to learning. Trauma is like it's forced upon you, where learning is something that you naturally do and your brain is naturally doing. Where shell shock, trauma, PTSD, all that kind of stuff
I was thinking about
isn't
like
chosen.
I was thinking about like soldiers in war and soldiers who are trained to sort of not fear, and then obviously they do because it's fucking scary, basically.
Yeah, but that's because that's overexposure and conditioning.
Yeah.
So
rather than the natural nurtured.
I think that's where again it's like it's an element of both. Yeah, you're bringing trauma and those kind of things, and you're bringing learning, and you're trying to smash the two together.
It's great
and condition people like that.
I was having the same conversation with someone about politics, about
which is I'm not going to go into how much
so like
about the army, but
everything wants to be so like this is this and this is this when it's not this is this is this.
No,
it's always a blend.
There's always like and everybody's different, right? Personal differences, individual differences. So people fall in different parts of the spectrum. It might be right. That theory might fit one person in that particular context, but the other theory might support another person's context. So psychology fits in this really weird realm of science, but also philosophy, in a way that we're all different compared to things like everything else. That science, there is elements of science here, but it's because it's so vast and varied, because it's based on us as human beings, it's incredibly hard to pin down. Indeed. You can't code this. Anyway, sorry, we're all back.
Welcome back to Out of the Cold, everybody. This is again what we is playing, and we is going to continue to play this game. Our party had now been pummeled into the snow along a shrapnel of a ethereal-esque, held-together pirate boat. Its splinters of wood, once without captain, seeming no longer held together. Sails and masts and planks and beams all collapsing, losing that congealing energy that the captain put out and held this ship together. You tumble into piles. Can you please, each of you, roll a d20?
Sure. If Beyond is being nice with me for once.
Right, D20. Here we go. Let's find out.
I don't like it.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
10.
Oh my god. I rolled a 2.
I got a 10.
Look, we don't know what number could be good at this point.
Okay, Nan and Bishop.
Sorry, I've been charged for something I didn't want to be charged for, so I'm just doing that. But I got 13.
Okay. Bishop.
Let me write this angry email as well.
Of course.
Sorry.
You took my money.
Bishop, sorry.
11.
D20.
11. Yeah, 11.
So what did you roll? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
11.
11. Okay. Everyone that is
Here comes
above
the charm.
10 is in the shrapnel of the boat, basically.
Below a 10.
Everyone above a 10 is in the shrapnel of the boat.
Above a 10.
And
Okay.
you each take 5. No, you don't take 5. That's the wrong die. you would take 2 piercing damage.
What about if it's dead on 10?
10 and below. So that is Nyala and Maruk. You are below the snow. You are suffocating.
Oh, fuck.
Double fuck.
Double fuck.
So the rest of you kind of come to. Nyala and Maruk, you are unable to breathe. Can you give me what's your cons, please?
I have a 16 constitution, so it's a +3.
18 for a +4.
+4. So you've got 4 minutes, I believe. That's how the underwater works.
Yeah, you get 1 minute for every constitution.
You've got 3 minutes.
Is it 2? I thought it was 2 plus every one, isn't it? I don't know. I could be wrong. Or is it basically your modifier? Because otherwise, if you had a 0 modifier, you'd just suffocate immediately. I thought there was a base plus your constitution modifier.
You have 1 minute, and then plus
one minute.
Modifier is.
Yeah,
you originally start with 1 minute,
Okay.
and then plus your modifier.
Yeah,
So Nyala has 4 and Moraruk has 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rest of you come to scattered in this remnants of splintered things. You're pulling out where spikes might have gone through you. Arden, are you still up?
I am.
Arden, Nan, Bishop, you're on the top of the pile of stuff. You glance about you. There are several things you see immediately. You see a goblin holding a goblin in its arms. This other goblin is eviscerated. It is not very well. You also see laying to the side a human impaled upon one of the bars of the cages, and you see
Yeah.
and you see
Final Destination style and everything. They're just like.
and you see a halfling face down in the snow. You see kind of walking quite quite oddly around a human, kind of just stumbling through the mess, and you see sorry, did I say an elf impaled?
I think you said human impaled.
A human impaled, sorry, and a dark elf wandering around, kind of shocked, and another one just kind of in the wreckage. A normal elf, not a high elf, you might think. You do not see Nyala or Maruk.
Can I scream?
You can't.
Nope. I just want to waste your air. Go ahead.
So I'm just keep banging on the wood, like someone get me.
In the snow, so you are it's like all white round you if you open your eyes. I'm going to go with the guys outside first. So what do you do? We'll do it with the initiative. Shall we just run in initiative order? Let's go. Let's do that initiative order. Yeah. Nan.
How far were we? Hang on a minute. Were we thrown?
You basically just fell as the boat lost its structural integrity. It collapsed all around you into like a house of cards. Imagine like everything was finely balanced with some sort of magical intuition that was holding it together. And when the captain left the deck,
right. Okay then. I am going to. I think I probably last saw Nyala like slow-mo go for the captain, and then all this stuff happened. I'm gonna look around for Nyala.
Let's have some. How are you doing it?
Well, if it's all like wreckage, what am I gonna? How am I gonna do this?
Flavour it.
Hang on 2 seconds. Nyala's not an aberration, celestial dragon, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead. Can't use primeval and awareness.
That we know of.
that we know of. Yeah.
It's
I
not
don't
very-
I
think that
know of.
I don't think there's anything special that I can do to.
You don't have locate creature or anything like that, do you?
No, I do not.
Well, I see. Like traditionally, for hunting for stuff, it would be an Like
Yeah.
if you were looking for stuff, it's investigation. But you
Does Hunter's Mark have to be on something you see?
Yeah, Hunter's Mark was on a Skelly as well. And
Yeah, but you can move it as a bonus action, can't you?
Yeah, but it has to be somebody I see.
Yeah, okay.
You've seen the
I
creature.
would say that I would let you use your survival skill
Okay.
as a ability to roll on survival.
Okay, yeah.
Because it would be
I
more
think-
like tracking where she went rather than a straight up investigation. I'll let you use your tracking to find.
And I
it.
mean,
Okay.
if she find me, she would find Rook because Rook was right next to me.
There
We
was
don't
a
know.
hell of a lot of stuff and a lot of motion
We
happening at this point.
I don't know.
I was still on
Um,
the boat when it broke, so I probably would not be anywhere near you.
There's motion this way, motion this way, snow, fragments of stuff.
I think as I sort of try and calculate I do have favored terrain, which is the Arctic. So
Yes,
Hang on a minute.
That's what I'm
Ooh.
talking about.
favorite terrain proficiency bonus is doubled for skills when you make an int or whiz check. Yeah, okay. So
That's
I
what
can
I was talking about.
add that again. Right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will use that. But as I'm looking and using that, I'm also kind of going to give a whistle to Ketu. Like, I want it to kind of sound like I don't know. Yeah, it's just like a whistle for Ketu, like a dinner bell. Like, Ketu, come and help. Okay, let's.
Chicken.
DM.
Ketu, I choose you.
DM.
She's got treats. Somewhere she's got treats. So I don't think this gets automatically added. So I'm going to roll, and then I think it's a nat one.
Something that might help.
Is it a nat one, Luke?
No. Emboldening bond.
What do you mean?
As an action, you choose up to 3 willing creatures within 30 feet of you, creating a magical bond among them for 10 minutes.
But it's not your turn.
No, you, Nan, Yala, and Bishop are still bonded. So you'd know whether you're within 30 feet of each other.
But I still rolled a nat one.
Yeah, but you'd know whether you were within 30 feet of.
They are in within.
I mean, it's up to Pete to do what.
They are
Yeah.
within 30 feet with your emboldening bond. However, you cannot find them near Nan with your action.
Somewhere within 30 feet. We've narrowed it down a little bit.
Yeah. They haven't been
Okay.
flung to the far off places. You don't see Ketu yet. They had been told to run quite some way away with Bjorn and Espen, if you remember.
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Our lovely little polar bear friends. We'll go to Nyala. Nyala, you are beneath snow. You are drowning effectively.
What I'm gonna do, because I can't do really much, is I'm going to cast Magen somewhere beneath me, in a way that it's making the snow beneath me kind of go away in order for me to have a hole and enough space to kind of breathe and in order to scream for help.
Okay, yeah, you clear a little bit of snow away from your face. There is almost like a what would be inside of a diver's helmet space around you now, and you can try and scream. So I would like a performance roll from you.
Oh boy, and oh boy.
You have your telekinetic show as well.
Burn fire to burn
I do.
or melt the
No,
snow.
fire will actually cause me more harms than anything else. But what I can do, yes, is
Spit.
let
See
me just
which way down will
let me just
freeze up.
see if I
Shove,
can
I think,
do
has to be an object or a enemy.
Oh, does it?
Telekinetic shove. If I remember
is
rightly,
It's a
This?
creature.
Creature.
Does
It's a
snow?
creature.
Does snow not? Oh, okay. I was going to say, does snow
No,
not count as
It's
an
a
object?
creature. And and I still have the bone. Let me just roll for performance. Oh, and let me add these and roll for it. Oh boy. With a
Snowmen are people
22,
too.
do you think people would hear me?
Damn.
22. Nan, what's your passive? I haven't got it written down.
My
somewhere.
passive,
Perception.
15.
Yeah, so Arden. Morik, what's your
Oh, mine.
passive?
15 as
14?
well.
Oh, okay, yeah, so yeah, there's a kind of muff. So everyone, sorry, I meant yours is 15. You probably wouldn't hear very much because you're still. Bishop definitely hears it.
I'm
Nan
14.
hears it, and Arden hears it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's yours is 14 passive.
Yeah.
22. Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
there was a muffled like of a tonality of rage that you are familiar with. Rook, it's your go. Stuck under snow. It's not
So
nice.
yeah,
Very
I'm gonna say
cold.
what I'd like to. Okay, yeah, so okay, I'm gonna say what I'd like to do and what I'm kind of picturing, and then if you want me to roll anything for it, or if you would just say
Yeah,
no, that can't happen,
that's
let's
exactly
go
how
with
it
it.
works. I give you a situation. You tell me how
So-
to get out of it. I'll tell you what dice.
I would like to, because I've still got Captain Smashy in my hand.
Yeah.
And obviously, whenever I hit someone while raging, which I still am, it does radiant damage,
Yes.
which is a big light, basically. So what I kind of want to, what I'm kind of picturing, and
Why do you
hoping that I'll
always
be allowed
have to
do-
hit yourself?
I never said I was going to hit myself. I would like to take Captain Smashy, kind of attack the snow, and then let the radiant damage or bolt, whatever it is, kind of build up on the hammer, and then maybe shoot up so that everyone else can know where I am.
It's like a beacon.
Yeah.
You're trying to do a Bifrost. That's what you're trying to do.
I don't know what you're on about.
So, since radiant damage comes from a deity of some sort, you're holding out for hope that your deity might save you.
Yes, you could say that.
So, would it be a religion? So
It
you
can be.
You are almost like praying in a way, you know.
An intelligence
Yeah.
roll for the barbarian.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Please be in that 20.
Please don't be shit. It's not awful. It's a 13.
Okay.
That's all right.
It's critically average.
So yeah, it's the number of the beast. We are there is you clear some snow in front of you and it lights up, but it's within the snow, and no one has a passive that's going to see a 13. I'm afraid, and like that's how much you managed to summon that thing. So it kind of lights up inside this like little snow globe that you've created for yourself. So you're able to breathe a bit better, but the oxygen is running short. You've probably got another minute here, and you've gained another minute, Celia, Niala, with your thing. So, Bishop, it's your turn.
So we ship disappeared. We fell in shrapnel. Two of them are gone, but one's a beacon, and I just hear the other one raging in the ground.
No, you don't hear. You don't hear the. You would.
Well, for my passive,
Yeah, you got 19. Yeah, you might hear.
yeah, I have a passive 19. Okay. And then I see a bunch of the, I guess, people that are out.
Yeah.
Like either dead or extremely injured.
Yeah, you see the human that you let out is pierced upon one of the bars of the cages that you opened.
I did scream for them to get out. I gave them warning. That's
Did
not
you?
enough.
You did.
I'm not sure what. And do we see any enemies?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
You're looking
but
around for enemies.
find my character sheet.
Still an initiative.
Since they're undead, would I get advantage? Oh wait, no, never mind. No, that's something else. All right. Hey, 20.
Okay. You can hear the frustrated sound of the captain's voice, some way off behind part of railing / bow and snow kind of combo, as there's like flickering bits of burning flame. Can you not? Yeah, burning wreckage and snow drifts.
So I see him, but I hear him, but I don't see him.
You don't see him. You can hear like this.
And I feel like I'm not gonna be close enough. Yeah. I'm not sure who to try to go help. I'm gonna roll. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even say who's who. I don't know, Rook, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see how much or how fast I can try to dig him out.
Okay, let's have an athletics. As you start digging down to where you think you hear Rook.
Athletics. Oh no, that's a 5.
You start digging, the snow's quite compact, you're lifting planks of burning wreckage out of the way. Some are hot to the touch, you pick them up, shake your hands as you're trying to move these things that have piled on top in this crisscross mishmash of snow and slush and burning stuff. Arden.
Right. Hold on. I can hear Nyala.
You hear Nyala. Because they're bellowing at full volume beneath the snow.
How far away are all these people from me? These people that
They're
injured and
scattered in a say.
Oh wait, don't I add a D4 to it?
yeah, you do, but that would only take you up to a 9.
Yeah, it would be the
Anything
same.
else? Oh, okay.
You are there's like somewhere, some like 20 feet. The nearest person to you is a halfling, face down in the snow.
Okay, because I like if they're losing a minute per turn, I'm guessing our turns are like well, the round isn't. Is the halfling? Is this the one that's face down?
Mm-hmm.
I want to turn the halfling over and spare the dying on the halfling, and see if there's any kind of body react.
You turn it over and
like,
there is no face.
oh, well,
That's a flash.
I kind of turn it back over. Never mind.
Like I'm here to help.
Just, oh, never mind. I'll make my way over to where I hear Nyala then, and I'll start digging.
Digging. Let's have that athletics, please.
Oh.
I feel like
Unless
the
you have
mage
some way to
hand would.
flavour it. Tell me, like you're a monk. How do you do this?
If you're digging, I think as a mage hand
Just
would
punch the
be
snow.
helping.
Punch.
Stupid snow.
Just compacting it even more. Where's my inventory? I'm sure. I
No,
have a
mine and your
shovel.
mind went exactly the same at that moment. It's like, yeah, just punch it.
So, what's in a climber's kit? I don't really want to use a pick right to end up impaling her.
Can I throw one of my saucepans towards Arden as a scoop from my cook kit?
Yeah. Use this.
Use my pot. Scoop.
Frying pan. Samwise Gamgee right now.
Super cool. Spins it.
Just like do a quick flourish, and then I'm just like
Okay.
start shoveling away at the
Lower
snow.
DC
What
to
am I doing?
Athletics still.
It's athletics still. Oh god. Okay, here we go. That's an 8.
Digging again. You're coming up a lot of resistance. Lots of pieces of wood and things are in the way that you cannot dig with saucepans.
Ding ding ding.
The Magian would be helping from the interior.
Just, I don't know. Like how many attempts at that do I get?
Are we going to just give it for one check?
Is it just
try
the
and
one?
get this
One
survival
check.
bit
Okay.
going round. Okay, Nan, we're back to you.
Okay, I'm still calling for Ketu. Ketu, we need your digging skill. Your when the foxes they do the jump into the snow.
I mean, I just had a really good idea.
They're currently dashing.
Yeah, they are doing their best. They've done a good job. Yeah, I guess if Arden is near where Nyala is, I'm going to
Get the spoon out of your cook's
Well,
kit.
I mean, what is in my cook's kit? I mean,
A ladle.
honestly, this pot has been used for, I think Sin used it for something weird as well. I can't remember what it was, but my poor, saucepan's been...
It's been abused.
Fully... it doesn't actually say in D&D Beyond what it's in it.
I had an idea.
Want me to find out?
Just
Hold on, I'll get the cook's
I'll hear your idea.
I've got my 10-foot pole.
I don't want... Is it...
You shove
Greasy
up your
one.
ass.
Just thinking if I shove the 10-foot pole down and she can grab it, and then we can try and pull her up.
I suppose...
cook's kit, yeah?
I mean, in the cook's kit, you would have a knife, no?
Yeah, but
Have
I
you
think
tried cutting snow? I don't think it works.
it's compacted snow, I'm assuming. So
I'm going to
rather than
intimidate Snow with a knife. I'll shank you, Snow.
It's not like ice. It doesn't need to be chipped away at. It just needs to be scooped more than anything. I think.
I would say that assessment is correct.
Yeah.
Poisonous kit.
God damn.
The cook's kit isn't even in here. In the player's handbook.
Wait a minute.
It's in the guide to everything.
I'm looking at the
I mean-
player's handbook. So,
Oh, okay. It contains a metal pot, knives, forks, a stirring spoon, and a ladle. That's about it.
I'm not going to use the ladle. I think I'm going to rush over to Arden if he's...
Take the frying pan back.
Well, I've got proficiency with cook's utensils, so I add my proficiency.
Dan's going to show me how it's done.
I'm going
Oh,
to...
please get a natural
You're
one.
using
Would
the.
you
Shreds of it. You're
Like
using the
rolling.
flat end. You're meant to use the scooped end.
yeah, go on. Let's have it. With your proficiency. So, an athletic
Oh my god.
proficiency bonus because you're using a cook's tool.
So athletics
Turn it
is a
around.
plus- Yeah, I've got a +1 to athletics, so I'm going to add 3 on top of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, so
Okay,
plus-
let's see
plus-
what
+4.
I got a 9. As we're not doing very well.
No, not very well at all. Niala,
Do I feel them?
you can hear scraping, and you hear some sort of muffled argument going on between.
No, hold it that way. No, hold it that way.
Stop arguing.
At this point, she's
speak.
just going. Okay.
I could just imagine this kid's face like, they're coming. They're arguing like the eyes narrowing.
She is going to actually grab a mess kit and pull the cup out of it.
Mm.
And with Firebolt, she's going to hit the cup in order to melt the ice above her, but actually also to scoop it away.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it starts dripping down. Yeah. Okay. So you are now about you wrap some of your shawl around the cup handle so that you don't scald your hand. You cast the firebolt into the cup and start working above you and digging from underneath. Melt water, snow melt water drips down upon you. It's cold. It's running down your face. The air's getting still shorter and shorter in here. You can feel it on you. You can feel that there.
Yeah, and she's actually gonna yell, "Do a fucking better job, or I'm going to do it myself!"
Like everything else.
Rook.
I would very much love to do the same thing I've just done and hopefully get better at it.
Rook's still got a rope attached to him and a cannon. Unless it's disconnected in this crash.
I'd forgot about the rope.
Would you like
Just
to
Actually
investigate
try
the
to
rope?
get you out.
I mean, I'm just gonna
Depends where the
Try-
cannon is.
try and get like some form of beacon.
Going. Okay.
Yeah. With the big glowy shooty light.
Mhm. Okay, go for it. Let's have this
Another
swing
religion.
with your radiant hammer.
Oh, do you want me to swing or religion?
I think religion, because it's not. You can't really attack snow, so
No.
you're trying to harness your
Yeah.
the power of the deity that you worship.
Fuck's sake! 13 again.
And this is how it ends.
13 again.
Ends.
Nine guarded
cold.
battle, but
Fuck's sake.
Again, it's
No.
beautifully lit for a few brief seconds within this space that you've cleared yourself.
Yeah.
But the air's tight.
Shit.
Okay.
Is this where Rook multiclasses into a paladin or a cleric?
Probably.
Bish? Bish.
You
Bish.
changed your mind on one multi-class.
Bishop, it's your go. What are you doing?
It was
Oh.
You're trying to dig down to Rook.
Or was it athletics?
Yeah. Unless you want
Ah.
tell me, it's D&D. How would you like to do it?
Well, I already rolled a 15. But I'll say since my hand steady really worked out and the snow being compressed or compact or whatever the proper term is,
Mm-hmm.
me just having fun in the snow in general, or probably just I know Rook is a tough guy. He could take it if I accidentally stab him. I'll take my great sword and I'll take it out of the scabbard
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not gonna hit a lock with the edge of a blade that just ruins the blade. And I'm like shove it in the snow and like start like cutting.
Yeah.
Like I have an easier time.
You're like levering out pieces, like on the flat of the greatsword, like this, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Rook, you start hearing that above you. You can hear someone digging down. You think someone knows that you're there. This is a great relief to you as the air starts getting tight in this space. Arden.
I take out my 10-foot pole.
It returns.
And I just shove it straight down,
Of course you do.
hoping not to impale her, but somewhere in front of her that she can
I'll
hopefully
allow you
see
to
it
make
or
that
feel
with
it or grab it.
With your as if you were making an attack roll down into the snow.
So you
Okay.
can attack snow.
I will find a way.
Room in the snow.
Because you would be using your dexterousness for that, whereas you're trying to create
17.
17. Nyala. like this.
Arden, you fucking fool!
There's a there is a pole in front of you in this little space.
Grab my pole!
That was the thing I was going to do! You asshole!
Careful with the claws, it's new!
What do you mean?
Fuck you!
Fuck's sake.
What do you do,
But
Niala?
yeah.
I'm gonna let you make a reaction here.
They're just going to grab the ball with the clothes.
Yeah, Arden, you feel think yeah.
Try and I'll turn to Nan and I'm just like, help! And just like,
Yeah, between you and Nan, you pull this dripping, wet, sodden Niala, covered in meltwater with a burning hot cup in their hand for some reason, out from beneath the snow. And you Niala, take in this readily fresh air, like into your lungs. That light-headed feeling that you get when you stand up too quickly, you get a bit of that because you've just suddenly been pulled into this fresh, delicious air.
I fucking hate this place.
Yeah, we are round to Nan. You
Okay.
are.
I am
You
going
can
to look.
hear a scraping from behind part of the wreckage.
But Bishop's doing something, right?
Yeah. You are just saying you hear something else as well. Movement.
What's closest, Bishop or this movement?
Bishop.
I'm going to go to Bishop and with my frying pan.
Well, I chopped up the snow, so it should be easier.
Oh yeah,
so.
lower DC now because it's chopped snow.
diced snow.
Start to give it a little saute in the pan. Bit of garlic.
Too many cocaine jokes as well. Nicely chopped.
Oh yeah, it's white snow. The good stuff.
What?
No, 98% pure.
What do I roll for scoop
It might be
again?
shards of wood, but that's about
It's
it.
an athletical ability.
Okay. Come on. Oh, that's good. 17, and if I add my proficiency bonus as well, 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, look above you. Suddenly, you see coming through the snow a saucepan, and then the face of Nan. Like, Reg.
Look, it's time for breakfast.
Is this pan non-stick?
What's
It
cooking?
is now.
What's cooking good looking?
Can you breathe
Oh,
now?
dear God.
Is it just Rook's face, like, or
It's like Rook's kind of cleared out like a hollow in front of him, and then you're like that, and then he's like that. It's like, imagine if both of you pushed your heads through the side of a beach ball. So it's like this.
you joke? But I have done that with my nephew once, like, when he was
Aye.
ah.
It's those
I-
big teeth and like maybe one ear's stuck in as well. Like
Hi, how's it going?
As long as he can breathe. we'll
See, now
work
all I'm thinking of is the Goonies.
on the outline of we
Hey,
need to
you
get
guys.
yeah, Rook can breathe. You
Okay.
when Nyala has Nan Nyala, has unplugged the hole with her face, cool air filled with there's a little bit of you can smell the wood smoke around.
If I've got any more movement,
Yeah.
as long as Rook can breathe and he's being dug out, I'm going to go back towards that noise. Kind of, what's this noise? If I can
Are you
get
sneaking?
any.
You sneaking?
No. What's this noise?
You hear a grunting and a scraping sound.
Angry? Scraping?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Is he pinned? I never say anything.
It is Rook's go. Rook, you can like see out. You might be able to pull yourself out like this.
Yeah, can I kind of? Yeah, can I
The
get?
Ace Ventura.
Can I get out of the snow, please?
Yeah,
It's cold.
you can.
It's really fucking cold.
Yeah.
I don't like the snow.
Rook has a bad history with snow.
Gives me
Right.
flashbacks, and I just start panicking. Just.
And isn't your arm cut open too? So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
is that? Oh,
I am
Arm is
bleeding
bleeding.
profusely.
Yeah, arm is bleeding profusely. You're pulling yourself out of snow that you know you've had a very, very bad experience with before. Nearest death Rook has been in the whole campaign so far.
Yep.
You pull yourself out and you see Nan kind of walking with intent towards like a heap of snow that's kind of got bits of jagged wood sticking out of it where like flames are burning atop of it on the edges of the wood.
Okay. I'm going to like follow Nan, being like, with the intention of being like, "Thank you, you saved me," but also being like, "Where's Nan going?" No, wrong voice. Oh my god, wrong voice.
Come on, Rook voice.
Come on. Yeah, kind of. Well, just following Nan to be like,
Angry noise.
yeah.
Rook, you have a little bit more movement, and as you kind of peer around this thing, you see this pathetic existence. The other side, you see a rapier as half of this captain is using the sword in the ground, pulling its rib cage along, still like captain's hat, like half burnt, half the skull is cracked away, and it's trying to pull itself.
How close is it to me?
Not far. Able to get to it if you wish to.
Am I in melee range?
You could be.
Did you skip my
Excellent.
turn again?
No. Yes. Maybe. No, I'm going to say yours was getting out. Yours was getting out.
So yeah, I would like to move up to this thing, and because I'm still raging. Yes. No.
No, because you haven't taken
No.
damage.
Okay, that's fine.
did you get a chance to stab him?
I'm going to get my hammer, rage as a bonus action, and smack this fucker in the head
Okay.
recklessly because I'm angry. I'm very angry because I've just been trapped in snow.
Why do I keep not seeing this?
So that is, I believe that's a 23. That is a 23.
That's on it.
No, wrong one.
Tell me what you would like to do to this creature. This
Oh, I'm
existence
just
of bone.
I'm just rolling damage at the moment. Do I not need to roll damage?
No.
No. Okay.
Any
So
hit on this thing will be.
okay. So yeah, I kind of walk up to it and just kind of. I've kind of got my hammer back over my shoulder now and just.
Yeah.
Anything to say?
He looks at you and rolls over. You can see like the remains of shattered ribs, and the jaw kind of. It doesn't really speak. The jaw kind of just opens, and a voice emanates from it, and it says, "You think that killing a dragon and a boat of undead will defeat I?"
Oh.
Is that it?
That's how it finishes it.
No, but it's a bloody good start.
Yeah. Skull fractures, all semblance of life evaporates from this this once animated piece of bone and chitin, smashed to pieces.
I'd like to think that like the radiant energy just kind of just.
Yeah. You gather yourselves to each other. You are out of initiative, everybody.
First thing Daniela is going to do actually is going to go actually snuggling against Arden because he's kind of warm compared to her, just trying to steal some warmth and kind of stealing a bit of his cape too, so she could be somewhat in.
The only one that didn't fall off the boat.
Just shaking like. Just
Well, then again,
kinda
Bishop
hugging.
didn't fall off. Bishop fell into the side. Anyway, sorry, yeah. Carry on.
Kind of hugging and like. Cold. Cold. It. Wet. I want to go home.
Nan, you feel a tugging at your leg.
Ketu? Is it Ketu?
Not the half that happened.
There's a goblin.
A goblin? Oh,
A goblin.
alive?
Yeah.
Ketu. Oh. It's not Ketu. Momentarily
That's
disappointed.
canon. That's actual canon. That happened.
The goblin says, "Can I borrow your pan?"
Yes. Here.
Thanks.
Not even
there.
a why. Just can I borrow it?
I mean, they asked nicely.
Strolls off.
Yeah. I guess looking around for any, because I knew that there were like prisoners. Any other signs of like movement? This dark elf guys wandering around.
There's a dark elf, an elf,
Right.
and one goblin.
Okay, I'm gonna approach the dark elf and the elf and see if. Are you okay? Do you need healing in any way? I can help a little.
The dark elf by this point has been sort of sat down, and the elf has a cape round him, and it's so strange seeing these two next to each other. Their likeness in light and dark, but united here, is quite touching to see. You know the old ways and the old rage, but here they are together, and there is a bond between them somehow here. And the elf looks up, and she says, "He'll be all right. He just needs some. Maybe we should make a fire. Maybe camp. Maybe rest. We've lost our vehicles. They destroyed everything that we had. Well, they destroyed our vehicles, but we had a few provisions aboard our convoy."
Well, if it's been taken to safety, we do have a space that can keep us all. We could let you in. I'd have to ask the others. I'll start a fire going. I guess I'll go like collect some of the wood wreckage and kind of maybe do like.
This is simple, easy peasy for you to do. You're in your favourite terrain. You've got fire already. You've got pieces of wood. You start building a campfire and start. That's what you're doing for the moment, trying to get comfort and warmth. As you go to one side, you see the goblin has obviously observed you using this saucepan for digging, and he's dug a shallow grave and is putting the body of his comrade into the grave, and is sort of knelt, frying pan over shoulder, and saying some sort of little goblinoid prayer. Look, if you're near, you'd understand what they were saying.
I mean, would I still be around by the X-skeleton?
Ex-skeleton, yeah, you can be wherever you want. You tell me where you are.
I mean, I'm kind of just... After I'd kind of smashed the skull of this skeleton captain, I feel like I kind of just fell to my knees a little bit for, another snow-related almost death.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, right, come on. Kind of half talking to Rook as like talking to himself, and half kind of talking to the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of being like, what's going on? What's your plan for me, boys and girls, and those yet to make up their mind and those who aren't? What's the plan?
There's not a response to this. Your holy connection would need to be honed somewhat more, maybe with some practice to get divine intuition on what they plan for you. Arden, what would you do in this place?
Well, first of all,
Nyala are attached to you, pretty much, yeah.
yeah, I'd take her around with me, but first of all, I'd go around any survivors or people that are down and give them any kind of medical equipment that they need.
Are you actually doing some healing here, or are you going to wait?
I mean, I can do spare the dying if anybody's on.
You think these people are beyond any sense of
help? Other than that, I can do some decent medicine checks and use my healing kit to help. Just bandage it.
Yeah. Cool.
While you're going...
Who are you going to heal? Sorry.
Just anybody that looks like the nasty wounds that need attending to.
Nyala's pretty...
Or sterilizing, or... Like the others. Like,
okay. Yeah, not of the party.
Not of the party first.
You crouch down in front of the elf, and you see that the dark elf just seems to be shaken. But when you kneel down next to the elf, you see that there is a gash in the thigh, and then you kind of approach and gesture to their leg, and they slide up a portion of skirt. There are thick stockings that have been torn, and there is a piece of wood, quite significant, 6 inches or so, into the thigh there.
I'll use of the healing kit then, and I'll sterilize the wound and take out the piece of wood and try and. And then with the other elf, I'll take out some smelling salts.
While going around, that Nyala's just going to look around, kind of realizing, and she just look at Harden and say, "Did I do this? Did I cause this?"
Make a perception check, please.
We did this.
But I thought it's not. I thought I got a 10 in perception.
10.
I thought the captain was commanding the ship, and I thought it was.
There was no way of knowing how this would go.
I didn't mean it. What do I do?
Look, it was close back there for a moment. We did what we could. To be honest, if you hadn't done what you did, I don't know how much longer we could have held out.
But they're dead.
We'd have all been dead if you hadn't done what you did.
True. Seems like in every fight we are going in, I'm always the one to end it bad or good way. don't like it.
Some things are out of our control.
Why me? Why always me?
That hangs in the air. And we move over to Bishop. Bishop, you are in this wreckage. You see the people that you have saved. Oh, have we lost Bishop for a second?
Video has. Oh, no.
You're there. Oh, so you're really glitching.
Mhm.
So you're moving through the wreckage. You see that one of the goblins that was left is, and the halfling that was in the 2 cages that you didn't get to open, they are no longer of this plane. What would you like to do, Bishop?
Well, she's gonna put her sword back in her scabbard. Means make sure it doesn't get ruined, because water just fucks up a bunch of shit on iron and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
We got.
they'll probably get further away from see them.
Can you re-say the last 2 sentences? You glitched super bad. Sorry.
What's the last thing you heard?
You put your sword away because water wrecks stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And after that, they'll probably move away from the party a bit. So they can still see them, but just like get a moment for themselves. And like starts to think these group of people that basically got her killed.
Oh.
Because she doesn't know like the full story yet,
And the beat drops.
Yeah.
Uh,
Glitched so bad there,
what?
Diaz. So yeah, he walks away from a group of people who nearly got them killed. That's where we got to. Sorry, then you glitched.
Oh, shit. Alright, so she walks away from the group, still in view.
Yeah.
And they start thinking to themselves that, so this is the group that, got her killed, or she, or something in there that, like, basically caused her to die. Because, again, I don't think she knows the full story. I don't know, it's been a couple weeks, so I don't recall a lot. So, and like starts to think that, wow, they didn't really get hurt at all. I think everything was basically self-inflicted. But thanks to like the snacks Nan gave us, like she was basically all right.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire time. And I start to think, like, how the fuck were they able to kill a dragon in the middle of the city? Because again, I don't think they saw how you kill it, or that they just got there after.
Yeah.
You were approaching the city.
Yeah, I was approaching when you killed it.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, burning among the crates, the fire starts going. That heat of the fire draws you all near, wanting to warm yourselves, especially Rook and Nyala. You are very cold. The subtle darkening that happens here on Earl begins, and you can feel the even colder feeling of night drawing in. Would any of you like to do anything? You have new peeps.
Can I, if we're taking a short rest, can I do chef special food?
Yeah.
I think we need to start thinking about setting up camp for the night if it's getting dark.
Well, I'm hoping that at some point Ketu comes back with maybe our polar bear.
Actually, probably that would happen beforehand. So
I was going to say if we can just like summarize, we got the cart and the polar bears.
Yeah. I think we'll rewind that bit. So after some time, there is Bjorn and Espen return with a Ketu leading them quite proudly. Espen is
Ketu's in charge.
Espen is not attached to the cart. That part is fractured. If you remember, Cannonball collided with it. Bjorn is still attached to it. But Espen did escape all wounds because it broke free from the vehicle. What would you like to do?
Well, as soon as Niela sees a carriage, she's going to let go of Harden and sprint inside.
Okay.
Just look for everything is okay, and mostly the cats, and just going to take it against a hut, like kinda like this, and she's going to try to find one of the bed and just lay and don't move anymore.
Okay, yeah, this is pretty easy to do. You climb inside.
Trying to you mute.
This is pretty easy to do. The cat is licking a small cut upon its leg as you come in to space.
She's going to lick it back a bit, like kind of comforting it, and just going to lay to just basically as a cat comforting both of them. Just she doesn't want to deal with it anymore as for today, so
yeah,
she just lay on one of the bed and stay down, thinking and just trying to not too much do the thinking on the dead and what she did and what she caused.
Yeah, so that's fine. Anybody else getting on board the magical mystery bus?
I'm going to guide the other survivors into it. I'm not going to guide myself. There's something else I want to do, but I'll let the others do what they want to do first.
I'm just whether it's in with the campfire or whether it's inside our TARDIS. Oh, sorry, we'll get flagged for that word, won't we, or something like that. We can't cause trademarks. The
standards.
I'm making food for people essentially. And covering up the campfire if we're not using that anymore, so making it a little less obvious that we've been here. Well, I mean, the big wreckage of a ship is pretty obvious.
The big flaming, burning of the ship.
Maybe we should actually get away from like a smoke signal, actually, as well. If anyone wants to search the wreckage, but I think we should probably move some ways away from the wreckage.
We should probably also fix the attachment Espen to the car. Espen, or is it Bjorn?
It's Bjorn who's hurt.
Okay, so you see to Bjorn and also attach us back to the sled. But one thing, like Arden's, once everything's settled down and everybody seems stable, we look like we're ready to move. Arden's going to trudge off with his equipment off to the site of where the statues were, well, now demolished, where they were before. We'll like follow that I'm guessing like there's this big carve in the snow.
Yeah,
That's easy to walk
it
through. Like,
didn't come straight onto it, so there's like,
yeah,
if you remember, it's like a curve like this, and then the statues
Mhm.
kind of come to a point at one end. It kind of cut across
Yeah.
through half of it.
So Arden's going to make his way back to like that circle of statues and refine that grave. And then dig back down again. He's going to take the neckerchief back. He's going to rebury it and then ritual cast Ramoni. And just sit there for a little bit. He had bought the tool and the stone tools, planning on finishing the one that hadn't been finished, so that whatever spirit was there could rest. But it seems that that's a bit beyond
So
Arden's
when you laid this
amateur
stuff,
capabilities now to do, considering
so
Arden's not been demolished.
did you rebury your mask? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you sit there and you start that casting experience, in front of you, you begin to see the absence of snow. And the absence of snow forms the outline of a person. As the snow falls, it gathers upon the top of the head, and then on the shoulders, and then on the lap. And opposite you, the snow moves apart as if a hand has slid across, and floating in mid-air, it would seem at first, is the mask that you wear, and then it's tied round a head, and in front of you you have these two beautiful peacock eyes on a piece of silk, and the outline of a humanoid figure in snow.
She never forgot you, you know.
It tilts its head.
You don't need statues to remember. While she remembers you. That's how the dead live on. In the memories of the living.
The scarf is taken from the head. It's folded ever so gently and lovingly. And then you feel your hand turned over by, almost it feels as cold as the snow. And the folded fabric is placed in your hand. And on top of the grave, written in a finger, it just says, written out in the snow, "Tell her I M-I-S-S her." And then the snow drops in an instant to the ground where the snow had been gathering. And somewhere in your heart you feel that maybe the delivery of the note and the message back, that this spirit can now finally rest.
That's enough for me.
Back to the campsite for you then, Rad? Yeah, okay.
Pack up my things and trudge back.
Rook, what are you doing?
So, since my little Menti bee, after crushing the skull, Rook just sits in front of the burning wreckage. But his hammer is still where the skull was crashed. So he just left the hammer and just walked back to this like big fire of wood and bits of ship, and he's just sat there, just staring into the fire.
Can you make me a perception check?
You're on mute as well.
Perception check or an investigation check, whichever you would prefer.
A normal roll. That is shit. That is it's not bad. 16.
You see amongst the wreckage, there are the tattered wood of the ship. It's quite clear. It's old, fractured, worm-eaten. You also see newer-looking boxes, crates, fresh things that are not of this place.
So, okay. So yeah, Brooke's gonna after a while just kind of stand up and just walk directly towards this new wood. If he has to, if he walks through fire, he walks through fire.
A wooden crate, like a box that's fresh. Okay. Would you roll me a d20, and I'm going to use the new deck of cards.
Oh,
boy.
A d20.
I'm going to just
It's
count
sweet
down
loot.
whatever you.
Mate, there's some good shit in that item deck. It's fun as well.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is just random magic item or random thing. Okay, so you find in the wreckage what appears to be a tooth.
Okay.
With like a leather thonging around it. And it's large enough, and you think you've seen something quite similar very recently. Maybe in nature? Could kind of figure out where you've seen this before.
Okay. That is an 11.
Yeah, this is a dragon's tooth.
Ooh, I've already got some of those, I think.
This one has been, with the leather thonging and the kind of handhold that comes off of the leather thonging, you can use this as a +3 one-handed melee weapon. When you hit a creature with the sharp end, you inflict 1d8 +3.
1d8 +3. Yep.
And when you hit a creature with a blunt end, 1d8 +3, but 1 piercing, 1 bludgeoning, sorry.
+3. Piercing.
Damn.
Nice.
First +3 weapon of the game.
To the barbarian as well.
Damn.
What have I done? That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, wicked. Nice.
It's called
Cool.
Flavia's Wacky Stabby Tooth.
Flavia's Wacky Stabby Tooth.
I mean,
I'm making a note of that.
It makes sense if the dragon was connected to the lich. The undead are from the lich, then yeah.
What was that again?
Matter.
Flavia's
Stabby.
Wacky
Stabby Tooth.
Wacky Stabby Tooth.
Yeah.
It's not unlike how you name your weapons, though, Rux.
It is literally how
I named Captain Smashy, I think.
No. Captain Smashy was me.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, because I did it between sessions.
Oh, okay.
Are there any kind of? Is there anything else that we can salvage, like supplies wise?
Oh,
or
let's have some
anything from this?
investigation checks as you're looking through. Then who's going to look round?
As soon
I'm
as
going to get everyone gets a roll basically at this point. So
Oh,
Oh
okay.
God!
so
I've
everyone
got
roll
my
on this deck, and we're going to get going to count.
Oh, on the deck.
Yeah, you're going to find.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shed loads of stuff.
as soon as I've got my wacky stabby tooth,
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit in the middle of the wreckage, in the middle of the fire.
Yeah.
And just meditate.
For Luke. Okay, so I've just shuffled. I'm going to count down 4 cards. 1, 2.
What are we rolling?
Three.
Investigation.
No, just I'm not going to bother with it. You're all going to find something. I'd like you just to roll a d20, and then I'm going to count down the deck to that.
Oh well. Mine was an investigate.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Just for flavour. It's an investigation.
Okay, you have an amulet of chromatic inversion. When an amulet comes into contact with a creature or item, all the colours of that creature's item are replaced by their complementary colours, such as the colour black becomes white, red becomes cyan, green becomes magenta, and blue becomes yellow. All shades of these colours become their corresponding complementary shade.
So everything becomes shiny and chromatic.
No.
No.
It swaps colour.
It's like when you both choose Chun-Li in Street Fighter, then the colours invert on the fight.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Oh damn! I am missing something.
I don't know how this is going to come in use, but all right. How does it work? What do I do? What do I
It
do?
comes in contact with an object, so you have to. It's a range of touch, basically.
Okay.
So it'll swap its colours.
Cool.
Let's have. Who was go next?
What was it called again? Sorry.
Amulet of Chromatic Inversion.
Okay, cool. Oh.
So basically, it swaps colours. So when
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
let's have yours, Bishop. Roll me a d20, and I'm going to count down this deck. Just completely random. So if you think these items are going to... Sorry, say again?
To roll what?
Just a d20, and I'm just going to count down through the deck that many, whatever you roll, just to determine a random item that you find. Just because I wanted to use the deck, Nan got me. Seemed like a good point to do it.
You
Christmas presents.
when you get a sec, could you take a picture of that card and send it to me in Discord, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want me to homebrew it, or are you going to homebrew it?
I can try.
Do you want me to, I can brew
You
it.
know
don't think
what? I might get nil out because I really want to try one.
I think you can be all looking through the stuff and salvaging the thing. I think that'd be fair.
This could have been before. Is it attunable? Is it requires attunement or no?
Nope. It's just when this amulet comes into contact with a creature or an item, all the colours of that creature or item are replaced by their complementary colours. So a banana that is yellow would turn
Gold.
blue.
Blue. Cyan.
Yeah.
A blue banana.
That is a name of a shop, I believe. Actually. So Bishop,
What happens if I
what's your
touched a
D20
dragon?
roll? Oh,
Yes?
Diaz? No. Okay. Let's have Celia if you're coming out. If Niala's gonna have a search, give me a d20.
I rolled a 9. Actually.
1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Tellen Bedan's Special Reserve. This crystal flask contains 2d12 measures of a liquor, colloquially known as rakiel, distilled from the excretion of an aboleth's bile duct. When consumed by a creature, each measure of Rakel instantly does 2d6 poison damage to that creature for 1 hour after drinking the measure. The creature has
So is that every round for an hour?
to that creature for 1 hour after the 2d6 poison damage to that creature full stop for 1 hour after drinking the measure. The creature that has drunk it has true sight and 4+ on wisdom based checks.
Oh, damn.
Rakel is very addictive. If a creature has ever imbibed this liquor, they must succeed on a DC 12 wisdom saving throw or be compelled to drink another measure.
You can drink yourself to death with it, basically, if you get addicted after the first taste.
Well, I'll take a
First
vote.
taste.
Oh,
The first taste is free.
I have the
After the second
wicked.
taste, you can just end up drinking yourself to death.
I have the
Saves.
weakest idea because I still have the blood dragon,
You still have the
and
what?
it's very deadly
Another
and
thing.
very
Dragon blood.
addictive.
Mm.
Yeah.
What did you
You're
roll,
gonna make
Diaz?
Cocktails. Yeah, Diaz, what's your roll? When you do
9.
Mix potions.
9. Okay, I'm just going to get reshuffle. And we're going to count down 9 cards into this lovely deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Kayak's favour. You find a large feather, and by holding this large feather to your lips and speaking the word help in any language, you summon the aid of the legendary giant eagle Kayak. Kayak magically appears 1d6 rounds after summoning and will provide aerial transport for the equivalent of 2 medium creatures for a period of 8 hours. It will not fight or aid the summoner in any other way, and Kayak reclaims this feather.
You got a taxi.
After I use it?
Yeah.
One use, it seems.
So we've got a one-use
The
taxi.
item.
I'll just send
It's
you a
like when
photo.
Gandalf calls the giant eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly it. Just sending you a picture so you've got all the details.
Basically, we've got a free Halo jump.
And Nan, you do your one.
I got a 15.
15, I'm just reshuffle and count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Get a genie.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got the Buddy Bullet.
Oh, did I? No, cool. Cute.
So this small stuffed toy bullet, about 1 foot long in length, has a zip running along its length of its stomach. When unzipped, an 8-inch portal to a pocket dimension is revealed. The dimension is 10 cubic feet in volume and is dimly lit, warm, soft, and has breathable air. If a creature places any part of itself through the portal, they are transported into the pocket dimension unless the pocket dimension is already occupied. While the toy bullet is unzipped, the creature within the pocket dimension may leave by simply wanting to leave. While the toy bullet is zipped, the creature within the pocket dimension cannot leave the pocket dimension. The toy bullet is indestructible.
We've got a fucking mini prison.
Yeah. Nan's got a
Prison.
mini. I found this
Yeah,
cute
Nan had.
toy.
Oh
It's
my
I
god.
bought one of these.
We can bounty hunt and catch people and shit like that. They can never leave.
Or I could put stuff in it. Nick, can I put stuff in it? Hang on.
Just tell
Whatever
me-
you do, do
Well,
not
you've
put a
only got-
bag of holding inside it.
You've only got 10 foot. It's not like a bag of holding, so it's not an infinite dimension.
You can fit a person in it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Okay. Well, it seemed like a good point to do that. So you camp, you sleep, everybody, and then on the morning you break camp and you travel. You in your discussions with the previous the prisoners aboard the ship. They are happy to be taken anywhere out of the wastes. They know that they are too dangerous for them without transport to be out here walking on their own. They would not survive, so they are willing to go wherever you wish to go. You find
We just
that
do a quick trip back.
um, you find that that the dark elf Lelin and the elf Tala are both from the town of Merin, and the goblin, who you find his name is Farg, is seemingly just distraught, and you kind of... Would anybody like to question Farg? He's being somewhat coy with coming free of information.
Because his friend didn't make it.
Yeah. You find out that
I
his
feel
friend
like
was called Welt.
Nyala would go actually because she kind of feel like this is her fault.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just going to, for a time, sit next to him and just stay in silence, just showing that she is supporting him and just waiting for him to be more comfortable by himself to talk. Like, just not forcing the talk, just staying like, I'm here. If you need to talk,
I'm going
it's
to keep.
fine. If you don't,
I'm going to keep my
still here.
distance, listen in on the conversation.
At some point, about a day into the next journey, a day in, you're slow travelling as you haven't found a way to reattach at this point your bear. You've kind of lashed the other one to the side, so it's walking along, but not left the party, but isn't providing much help with the pulling. You think a full bracket and harness would be far more effective than this, although you can run them in sort of shifts possibly. As you...
We had this thing for one day and we already broke it.
I mean, if a day has passed, yes, I could technically replace one of my cantrip with mending.
Don't you do that with your cantrips?
I think I can at some point.
I think
Is this
there's a
gonna replace
special
Cam?
wizard ability that lets you.
Wizard, you can't change
Cantrip
it to your level,
formula.
is it?
You have script a set of arcana formula in your textbook that you can use to formulate a cantrip in your mind. Whenever you finish a long rest and consult that formulas in your spellbook, you can
Damn.
replace one wizard cantrip you know with another cantrip from the wizard spell list.
Damn.
Yes,
That's
I can.
uber powerful.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah,
So-
there can be some start to the repair work on the second day of rest, and it's on that day when you come back in. You sit next to the goblin again, and he actually lays his head on your lap.
Just,
And there's a
just
bit, as
going
he
to.
lays that down, there's like an ear nearly under your chin. This boy's got big uns. Just on the
Oh no,
Just
not,
going
not a
to-
child.
Just going to brush his head and just say nothing. Just be here.
Yeah.
This
Fair
is
morning.
just
I
what you
don't know.
need to.
On the second day of travel, you near the end of your journey. You see ahead of you lights and a small village is nestled in the distance. You see great dark mountains rise up from the skyline, reaching into the clouds, and dark swirling vortices wrap its peaks, the occasional flicker of lightning too far off to hear the repeating thunder clap that comes from it. But nestled quite happily beneath its feet is a small village. And you approach, weary from your wastes, the cart nearly repaired after 2 days' work of mending on it. And you approach the central courtyard, and you see a nondescript elf in the centre of the square, and they're selling flowers, beautiful yellow flowers. And she turns to you, or they turn to you rather, and they say, "Hi, weary travellers. You look worse for wear. Welcome to Merin." And that is probably where we're going to end our journey for today. You have made it to the village.
We made it.
To continue your journeys
Just.
in the new year. Please, everyone included with this in this time, you will be taking long rests. And within that long rest, would each of you like to add 6,160 experience?
6,000. How much?
160.
6.
Christ.
What?
Hey, what?
Can you write it down?
6160.
6160.
6160.
So we're
Whoa.
160.
current total should be 20,460.
Yes.
Nice.
That was a very, very, very difficult, deadly fight, as you
Sorry, how much did you think we had?
2,000. No, not 2,000. 20,460.
I've got 20,660. Because the 200 XP that we were given for a slightly role play heading out this way and doing this.
I'll take the extra 200.
Yeah, put it on.
Up to Pete. Up to Pete. Pete.
Beats us.
There's a 200.
I'm adding
in there.
200.
Yeah, go for it. Go on.
Was that? Am I right in saying there was a 200? That we had a session of?
There was.
Well, we had a
RP
session where we
before.
looked after Krellin's babies.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was a 200 session.
That was the 200, if I believe, because before that it was just
Dragon.
the level up with the dragon, wasn't it?
Yeah, level up with the dragon. And you had
So 20,660.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We're less
Damn.
than 3,000 away from level up.
Yeah. Kitty.
How does that feel? That's good. Good stuff.
That's. I mean, I wasn't expecting that much, but damn,
Okay, so
it was a heavy
What do I
fight,
have
wasn't
at
it?
level
the
7?
captain was 2,900 alone, and then you
Okay.
had 1,
Well
2,
done.
3, 4,
We
5,
just
6.
Dropped a ship on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had 6 of the axe throwers, and then you had 1, 2, 3, 4 of the guys with the balls and chains that were coming after you. But as soon as you got them off the ship, that was kind of like the tactic, and you could have probably done it even quicker if you'd kind of realised that they were all beholden to the captain. So
Yeah.
I was trying to hint at it with like how
Yeah.
they were moving to protect.
I was trying to angle with a cannon shot on him again, but
Yeah.
I just kept getting pinned in by the enemies, so I was just like, damn it.
Yeah, it was really cool, guys. I really enjoyed playing.
That was a great way to finish the year, I think.
Scary battle. It was like, I was like, we
There were
could
moments where I was
not
thinking,
survive this.
yeah,
Like,
There was
Quite
a lot of moments that I thought, shit, everyone's going to fucking die. And I'm going to be here like,